To stitch a built-in buttonhole on the Singer Confidence sewing machine, start by selecting the buttonhole that you want to do. One is just narrower than the other on the inside. And after we sew our buttonhole, did you notice there is a button sew-on stitch that will sew our buttons in place? So how do we know what the length is to set for the stitch? It is determined by putting your button in the foot. So this foot is going to attach on the front end, and it's going to stick out the back. So the button is pushed in the back side. So get that little lever to kind of push up and open. Take your button that you want to make a buttonhole sized for and place it in the back. So that's kind of where it's going to sit. There is a lever that needs to be pulled down. It's behind your needle threader. There's a lever that's pulled down. This lever is going to sit right between these two little marks. And when the machine gets all the way to the back and measuring this length, it will touch and then travel back. So that's how the machine knows what size of button is in this foot. So we're going to go ahead, push the little lever to let go of the other foot. If you have a little trouble getting that underneath, you can always push up on that on the lever to lift and lower the presser foot, and then it can hop over that. Okay, so go ahead and get that to attach. Move it till it does. And here we go. Click. There we go. Next, you will want to make sure that that lever is pulled down and it's between those two little marks that I mentioned. Use this little red mark on the edge of the foot to note where you want the buttonhole to start. You also want to position this foot. It's movable right now. You want to look so that lever is right up and down in the middle of those two little marks. When you set your presser foot down, when you start the buttonhole, you're just going to let the whole thing be done by itself. It's going to stitch forward just a little bit. And then it's going to stitch all the way back. When it gets to the back, it will do the tack at the top and then travel back over with the satin stitch over the line that it stitched on the left side. Now it knows this is considered a one-step buttonhole, so it knows to go back up to the top, connect, and then stitch the right side of that buttonhole all the way down. And look how perfect it tracks. So keep your foot on the foot control until it comes to a complete stop. So it stopped, my foot's still on the foot control, so I'm going to let go, and then I'm going to lift up, and let's just for fun, oh my gosh, how perfect that is. Let's just do that other wider opening buttonhole. Once again, watch where that little mark is, line it up with where you want your buttonhole to be, and then position the lever kind of in between the front and back notes. And let's go ahead and do this one. So it's forward just a little bit, all the way back. Actually makes that nice and secure. It also makes it so it doesn't stretch out. So this will have a little bit wider satin stitch on each side and a little bit more opening in the middle. So this one would be good for if you had like a really lightweight fabric. And also you'll have stabilized your fabric or put interfacing behind it. Usually your pattern will have guided you to do that. But I would recommend testing out, practice a couple buttonholes before you actually do it on a project. Keep your foot on it, let it stop all by itself. There it is. Now we have 2 buttonholes done and perfect.